I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that G.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Blues and the Denver Broncos. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. On the ground, this is Isaiah Crowell. He'll have a first down past the 40. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Going to try to jet sweep with Nelson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
Hey, 734.
On second down, here's Crowell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you. 29. Hey, Charlie.
Throwing his car on third down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Come on, set. Now to go. 53 is the mark. Here we go. 53 is the mark. 53.
King from the gun, he'll throw. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. You know, he's already thrown for more yardage in this first quarter than he did all of last week.
And I could be snarky here and say, well, he didn't throw for a lot of yards last week, but the bottom line is he put in a great week of practice and really came out ready to go in this one.
Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. 2nd and 6. He'll buy some time right. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
A 6-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd and goal.
Yeah. Hey, come on. Come on. Tie it right. Go. We got 3. We got 3. 3 down. 3 down.
King now. Gonna throw on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
This is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A shotgun handoff now to Crowell. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
59 mark. Check. 59. Ain't no way. Tackle.
On 1st down, Carr. It's caught by Crowell. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, team 6. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Hey, Mike's 50.
To throw, it's Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now 1st quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe
under pressure again, and down he goes again. Lightning speed there on the sack from the corner, Duke Dawson. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker. And he fires one that's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
59 mark, 59 mark. Check, 59. They gonna need some different.
Although a jet sweep to start the drive. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10. At the 12-yard line.
6-18. Check 59, Mike. Mike is ready.
On second down, Crowell, and a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. They're looking at a 3rd and 6 here to start things out.
Now. Check 59. 180. Hey, we're good, we're good. 180. 59. 29. I got you. Mike's 50. Hey, Delta. Mike's 59. Here we go, here we go. 59's Mike, 59's Mike. Check, 59. We got to get the ball. Can you get the ball?
Carr to throw. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, exit. Let's go, baby.
They'll go with a big bang, Crowell. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
At the 2-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
To throw is King on 3rd down. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
All right, let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys are always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. On defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time, but you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. On 2nd down now, Dillon, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now a carry for Dillon. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
Let's go, let's go. 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Back to throw. King. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pick up there at 20 yards.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. Got a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Clearing Burrow on the tackle. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. He's got his tight end Fant. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Ready. Over. Cut. Watch the twist.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Steps away to his left. And he's going to go down again. Markel Lee in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, King looking for the end zone, and that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Noah Fant, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus now for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Bradley Chubb able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's King on 1st and 10. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Von Miller just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll toss it to Crowell. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
I'm coming after you. Check 51st. Mike is 59. Mike is 51st.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Smooth. 59. Mike's 59. Rabbit.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. He completes it to Nelson. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 23 yards, the final tally.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, and they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Again, it's Crowell. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Bravo.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Steps away, and he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, Haywood. Here we go, 50. Mike 50. Check right.
Now they'll throw with Carr. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Jalen Richard, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The third quarter has not been kind to them after they built that lead at intermission. They've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. Looking to throw. King. He'll let this go deep. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Carl Joseph. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's get it. Mike's 50.
Now Carr. And he fires one incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. And it's 3rd and 5. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Just like that. Mike part 9. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. Hey, Alpha.
is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Well, I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Carr going to go on fourth down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Broncos will take over on downs. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here. Fourth down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Going up top. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs in that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
29.
They'll run with Crowell. And Crowell lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A first down carry now for Crowell. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Welcome back now to Denver as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. This offense so far on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, box drop. Hey, 50 to my.
Throwing now is Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Von Miller picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. Carr now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Hey, tight. 59 Mike. 59.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Got his man, that's Tyrell Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
What now? What, Eddie? Mike is 59. Mike to 59. All you get is a headache. check, 59, 59.
Carnell on first down. And this is incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Crowell. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Let's go, Mike 50, Mike 50. Watch QB drop. 6-18. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. 5.
And the blitz does come. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. Touchdown, Chicago. Tyrell Williams, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
17, Blues 14. Daniel Carlson sets the kickoff.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here, all right? Let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high-percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Lindsey. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Now King to throw on 3rd down. That went into the hands of Hamilton. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Deshaun Hamilton, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos push further out in front. It was 3rd and medium. They popped the short pass, looking to pick up the first, accomplish that mission, and then they accomplished a lot more on that mission all the way for the score.
Let me focus in on one word you used, pop, right? They popped the short pass, and then what happened after that? They popped the big run, because now, once he caught it, didn't have anyone else in the vicinity to bring him down, and he takes off, and he kept going. Nice gutsy call, even better execution.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
throwing on first down is Carr. This is caught by Williams. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 14 yards into Chicago first down.
Push him back.
Now, you ready?
Mike 59.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check.
From midfield, here's Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Bradley Chubb able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. And this offense on third down today, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 17.
Mike, check, 59.
Carr. And that will be incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Express.
Go get him. Mike 50.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for the strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
King on first down. He's got this complete to Hamilton. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Deshaun Hamilton, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. To throw again on second down. Carr breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 70 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal.
Check 39.
After the penalty, it's Crowell. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal. 1 man in the backfield. That's Crowell. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Isaiah Crowell. His first touchdown of the new season. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score Broncos 31, Blues 21. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
There's nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. King now on third down. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all, and to me it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Carr. He's got it to Williams. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 14 yards in a Chicago first down. This is Richard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Now Carr. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Broncos, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.